Hey folks, Sidebander here, going to do another review, and this time I think what I'm going to tackle is how to get started from scratch for a complete beginner. And I'll start off by saying we have the Gemini twin head compressor here. This thing is fantastic. It has twin heads in that it can pump up twice as fast. There's going to be less demand on this compressor to run some of the higher powered airbrushes like your suction feed, and it has this cool little valve here on the side. I think that's fantastic, along with a regulator for setting your pressure. And it's got a little emergency bleed valve on the other end here, and what that does is if the tank is ever over pressurized for some malfunction reason, which normally would not occur, this is a safety valve. This prevents any risk of any damage to anything or injury to anyone for that matter. So it's really cool that they incorporated this feature in this compressor. I think that's a big plus for them to have that on there. There's also a little drain on the other side that can be unscrewed by the hand, and what that does is that allows you to bleed the air out to remove condensation from the tank. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, I'm probably 2 foot from the compressor, and the camera being about 2 foot from the compressor. This thing is quiet. This thing is real quiet. You'd be able to hold a phone conversation, I think, no problem with this thing running. A fantastic compressor is all I can say. Okay, with that said, what does a beginner need to airbrush? What a beginner needs to airbrush is a user-friendly airbrush, something that you're not going to have to fight with, something that's going to be easy to clean, something that's going to be fast to change colors with. And what I'm going to recommend as far as those 2 features alone would be the Sun series, which is over here. The Sun series is an amazing setup. It comes with the hose, it comes with these quick connect bottles that pop right into the bottom of the airbrush. You just push it on there and it's good to go. It also comes with a wrench for removing the pieces of the airbrush, and it comes with these little storage bottles. And as you can see over here, I have a little bit of Createx that's capped up in one of the little storage bottles. So if you're spraying with the Sun series, let's say you have a bottle with color on it. Let's do this real quick. Let's go ahead and put some color on it. And it's just this easy. You just take the storage cap off, and you just pop on the cap with the spout, and you just pop it on the airbrush. Connect your air hose to the brush, connect your air hose to the regulator, and you're spraying. Now, you want to change colors. Well, you don't want to clean the whole airbrush out because you just want to change colors real fast. It's this easy. Pop off the color bottle, pop on some cleaning solution, 50-50 mix of alcohol and water, spray it out in the sink, take it off, and pop on another color. And you're spraying with another color. And it's that fast and that easy. Now, this kit comes with several different jars for different colors and for storage. This is a fantastic setup. I don't think you can go wrong with the Sun series as far as a beginner is concerned. I highly recommend this for beginners. Excellent setup. Now, if you'll check the other videos I've done reviews on, you'll see that there are also 3 other brushes I highly recommend for beginners. There's the SE2000 side cup, and you can unscrew its side cup, and it also has bottles that will attach on for suction feed. Fantastic airbrush. There's the GD300, which is very similar to the Mercury 3000, but the GD300 has this cool little adjuster in the back of the handle. So if you don't want to open the trigger all the way and spray high volumes of paint, you can actually turn it down a little bit. There's a little stop there so you can't open it all the way. Excellent brush, easy to clean, highly recommended. The Mercury 3000, you can find that in another review. Excellent brush, highly recommended. Okay, now going on, what do you spray with? Well, you can spray with food coloring, which is real cheap and easy to use. Not much problem thinning that stuff out. It's real thin to go. You can squeeze some into your brush, you're good to go. Or if you want to move up a little bit, you can go into the Createx, which is an acrylic paint. which will have to be diluted depending on the needle and nozzle size of your airbrush. You'd want to mix some water with that or use a manufacturer's reducer. Okay. Now, what else can you do to get started? Let's say you want to get most of this stuff at one shot and you don't want to, well, you know, I don't want to buy this and that later. I want to get set up complete right off the bat. Well, you can get this cool little manifold. And what this does is this screws onto the end of the compressor on the regulator, and this manifold will allow you to run 3 brushes at one time. Really cool. Oh, don't forget this. There are also little fittings that you can screw on to the end of your regulator so you can, you know, adapt the manifold to it, what have you. It's a good thing that I actually forgot to put that on there, because that's something that's very important that you need to be aware of. So anyhow, you screw on one of these little adapters to your regulator, and then you can screw on a 3-gang manifold, a 6, what have you, and you can run multiple airbrushes out of this Gemini twin head. That's why I love this compressor so much. It has the volume output to run more than one airbrush. Comes with the manifold comes with these little knobs where you can shut each brush on and off individually or adjust their pressures. So you'd be able to run, you know, 3 brushes, one with maybe black in a jar, one with maybe white, and one with, you know, another color in it. I think this is an excellent way to get started up for a beginner. Now, they do sell at Galaxy cheaper compressors with a single head, and you're going to save a little bit of money by going that way. But if you think you're going to be into this hobby for any length of time, you do yourself a favor right off the bat and spend a little bit more and get the Gemini. Maybe spend a little bit more and get the manifold. Now, with that said, any one of these brushes in this kit that I mentioned, the Sun series, which comes with 2 airbrushes, the SC3000 side cup, the GD300, or the Mercury 3000. Excellent way to go for the beginner, and you can't go wrong by choosing any of these. Hope this helps you guys out. Thanks for watching.